Hello, good evening. Francesco here, sharing my human experience. Today, I would like to speak about the two realities. Something really, really important to me. I know everything I say is important, but this is really dear. This is, I think, one of the most important things I think I want to share in general. And so, these two realities, which one are these two realities? What do I mean? So, one reality is the reality which is the one that is spoken, written, taught, what is right, wrong, should or shouldn't, all the moralistic judgment, all the thing that, it's right, wrong, good, bad, this reality here. And the other reality is the vibrational reality, our emotion, what we produce energetically, vibrationally. So, these two realities are the two realities I want to speak about. And I can tell you, I came from a very high vibrational reality. When I was a child, I was at the top of my vibrational reality. I was like the prince of vibrational reality. Then I went through a stage in my teenage years when I went really down. I was living a nightmare. I was in fear, anxiety, anger, hatred. Uh, there was a very low point for me. But then I slowly worked on myself and came back. And now I feel like I'm the king of vibrational reality. I feel like nothing or nobody can move me from my place. So I want to share how I made this transformation for myself, how it happened. And why is it important to know? Is because I believe that if we only focus on the first reality, on the thought, spoken, morality, judgment, right or wrong, should or bad reality, and we look for happiness there, we will never ever find it. I'm sure of this. Happiness is not there. It doesn't reside in this reality. It's not there. It's in the other reality, in the vibrational reality. That is where happiness is. And I believe it's very important to understand the distinction and to give priority to the vibrational reality, because only there, if you want to be happy, I guess you want to be happy in life, you want to feel joy, you want to live a good life, I think it's the most important aspect. So I want to share this story just to make you uh, go through what I went through to realize how I came to this conclusion. So when I went back from Asia, when I was living in India, I went back to London because I ran out of money. I needed to work, so I started working in London, and I started also studying online marketing. I want to create my own online business, and so my focus was to create uh, this reality for myself, this independency, this online thing. And I was studying hard, but also I was working, because in London it's the rent is very expensive. But I was living in this small studio on like a mezzanine studio in front of the canal near Notting Hill, and I was working with my bicycle, and I was very happy. I was working a lot with my bicycle, delivering things, delivering food, all kind of things, working with all kind of 3 or 4 different companies. And I had this base. I was in Planet Organic, this organic restaurants, and it's an organic shop, and also it sells food and coffee. And then later on I went to work there, but I was there every time. I was sitting there having a hot drink, speaking with some people. I kind of have my circle of friends there. I was enjoying life, really. But what I really wanted was just to find my happiness, just to relate with people, have friends, and enjoy my life, and be able to live the way I wanted to live, and that's it. But I had, everything was very wonderful. But this one thing that I encounter sometimes conflict with some other people, and the problem wasn't the conflict itself. It was the fact that it was consuming me inside. I was feeling bad about it, and reason why I was feeling bad is because I assumed, my intention. I know my intention was good. I want to be good with people. I want to do the right thing. I want to always hear people out. I really wanted to make sure that I did the right thing. But even like that, I would always find somebody who, at his eyes, I would be the devil. I would be the bad person. I would be the stupid person, you know? And this I couldn't accept it, you know? I would, and so I wasn't living, you know, good. For example, I had like, sometimes I would go on the platform with my bicycle, and I had some old ladies looking at me like if I was the devil. Look at me like I should die right now because I was doing something so wrong. And that would make me feel bad because I thought, I'm a good guy, I'm not doing anything bad. Why you look at me like if I'm Satan, you know? And also like with the taxi drivers, you know, they really don't like cycles, people who cycle so much. And sometimes I would come out of the road, I would look, you know, if somebody would come, I would see the taxi driver, and I would go out because I know it's far away, and they think that I didn't see him. So he kind of get angry and shout at me and tell me things. And again, you know, I knew I was right, and that rightness, it made me feel angry because I knew he was wrong. And that was my anger. So at this moment in my life, when I had these kind of situations where I knew I was right, but people were looking at me like if I was wrong, this consumed me and made me feel bad. So I started meditating on it. You know, I would go into my studio, and with my lights off, I would close my eyes and cross my legs and really try to understand what was going on inside. You know, how to release this tension, this anger, this thing that it was really consuming me. And I realized that the reason why I was feeling this way is because I was also judging them, just like they were judging me. So in their world, I was the bad guy, but in my world, they were the bad guys. And that was the reason why they get angry at me and I would get angry at them, and why probably, like me, they also would boil down and would consume themselves. So that's where I realized these two realities. You know, one thing is to be right, and one thing is to feel good and to feel that emotional, vibrational energy, generating this healing energy rather than this damaging, like consuming energy. That's the second reality. So I started giving priority to the second reality. I started saying, I don't care what people think, how people judge me. It doesn't matter. If I'm in this bad, low vibration, I'm going to be consuming myself. And that is not going to be good for anybody. So that is when I started prioritizing that. So at the end, you know, I left London, I went back to Rome, I had less expenses, and I can keep studying, and I continue my path to create this independency I'm looking for. But now I really feel like the king because I feel responsible, and therefore I feel powerful. Now when I see a certain situation, or I encounter a certain person and we had some argument or something, I don't prioritize to be right. I prioritize to be happy. I prioritize that energy, you know. I prioritize that vibration, that healing vibration, and that's how I feel now, empowered by the way I live. So what I learned from this is that there are two realities, and one reality is the logic, is the should or shouldn't, bad or good or whatever, and the other is my vibrational reality, and my happiness solely depends from my vibrational reality. Once I'm in a vibrational reality, I can then have take a different action effect to that other logical reality. Otherwise, it's like, you know, if I have a container, a vessel in me with clear water, and I drink from that water, you know, I live out of the water. When I have these judgments, I feel this hatred, this anger. It's like with my mind, I spray ink into this clear water and make it black and make it poison. And then I poison myself. Like Gandhi I think Gandhi or Nelson Mandela, he says that when you hate, it's like trying to drink rat poison and expecting the rat to die. That's really the perfect analogy for what I'm trying to explain here. So what to do? What to do is, like, when you're in a kind of situation when you feel this low vibration, this energy consuming you, is to go back to your mind and see, do I want to be right, or do I want to be happy? Am I prioritizing the logic, the spoken reality, the written reality, or am I prioritizing the vibrational reality, which is the most important? And adjust to that. Change the perspective, change the interpretation of the situation, until you clean up that vessel, until you have crystal clear water inside of you, which you can feed and heal from, and everybody also can feed and heal from. So what I'd like you to do, your next step, is to stop and think of a situation right now that is bringing you down in that second reality, is lowering your vibration, is making you feel bad, is making you consuming yourself. And try to take a different approach, to take a different perspective, until you feel you're changing your vibration, you feel clear and clean. And that's from there, then you can take action and fix the whatever situation, doing the right thing or whatever. Only from that space, from the space of empowerment. So this is what I like you to do right now. And if you cannot do it right now, just put your alarm when you can, maybe in a few hours, and just take 5 minutes to do this. This is the only way to be happy, I believe. There is no other way. That's only tapping into their reality, vibrational reality. So that's all I want to share for today. If you have comments or you want to contact me, go ahead and do that in any way you want. And keep in touch, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.